Welcome. I'm so glad that you can join me here today. And thank you so very much for taking the time out to enjoy this book, this audiovisual version. And my name is Reverend Maria Arvanitidis. How do you do? This is the intermission that you've just taken, a day, and congratulations for making it through to the 269 lesson. And this was a rest period from the 46-week and 6-day course, 365-day program consisting of, 319 lessons and 48 days of review that break up these lessons, give or take 6 days for a day, and every other week of 13 days for 2, with the exceptions of 1 or 2 that might have made it more harmonious into integrating it into these numbers. And these numbers aren't so very important. However, what is important is this course in metaphysical spirituality that we can go through each and every day with each and every episode to work through our spirituality, our inner work that we must do in order to ascend and transcend into higher levels of existence, into the pristine humans, these biological miracles that we are, creations of God, and expanded consciousness and higher self combined with every breath in that we take. Reanimating ourselves moment by moment and wherever we might be to find our peace from within, that inner spark of light, and bring it out authentically and take ownership of who we are. That's the only control we'll ever have, is that connection to ourselves. And the more we know, the more we can engage with others. And so today, we are going to continue on with this book, TheSovereignLight, named after my ministry. And shall we go and explore some more? This day 311, on what is shame and guilt. What is shame and guilt to you, my friends, my brethren, my sisters? The true identity is that of infinite possibilities and that stretch out beyond time and space. This illusion that we call time, we can use it as a tool to mark each and every event, whatever we place before us that we might, our mission to get done, day by day, step by step. And as we take each step, the light shines forth to the next and the next. And we must take some time to be grateful for every accomplishment, even if it's little increments towards that bigger picture. And so today, shine your light, shine it into awareness, and beam in the divine grace of thyself. And so it's about taking responsibility. What is taking responsibility? It's not meaning to take the blame of the world onto your own hands, but it's to take responsibility over every decision that you make that unfolds the next and the next and creates the story of your life, that path, that journey that we're on. Take responsibility means take ownership of everything you do. You can only control that of yourself and your own actions. Be mindful of them. How do we do that? Well, by becoming more receptive. And each and every day, this wisdom called discernment. We must I think this might gone to sleep, and Again, with the timing, the synchronicities that unfold before us. And this affirmation is also, I've taken an excerpt, just the affirmation alone. You will find it on TikTok, if you will. And where is it that you feel uncomfortable when you say these words? Why is it that you have been made to feel so small in order to fit in? So these words, do not take them into the processing through the ego mind, and if so, do not ignore them. Filter through them. Why is it? What are those beliefs that are making you feel that, hey, I can't say those things, those are pompous or arrogant or whatever they might be? It's bringing something out in you to work through and question. And why is it that I'm feeling this way when I'm saying these words? These might be silly. If they are, modify them in the way that you can best handle saying them. And so, are you ready? Let's continue on. Ground and center through your heart space. And why I keep saying this, we use the cross as a tool, obviously. We can use other symbols from other religions. This is spirituality. We use all the tools before us to alchemically express in whatever it is that we want to work with. Exercises. So I've been using the cross. The cross. When you breathe in, and from the crown all the way down to your heart space center, and from the soles of your feet, from Mother Earth, and from the ethers, as they say, Father God. And just breathe it out and create your world with it. Now, mind you, you have to clear yourself, all the carbon-based things that have burdened you down. You have to clear through the heart. You have to clear all that in order to become a crystalline version of yourself. A crystalline example that even Christ wanted us. I'm not saying that all ascended masters, they all wanted us to meet up to their level. Okay, and with that said, we are working through. And when we work through all these issues, all these programs, and we clear from our emotional entanglements, then we can help others. Just by doing the inner work, the world before us changes. On a global scale, we can change it. Just one person internally. Again, we can unite and create things together. But we still have to work through our issues, through our imprints, through these thoughts electrically that magnetically attach us to them, through our feelings. We must clear all these things, all these imprints, all these thoughts that are even borrowed from our lineages that aren't even ours. They don't serve us in any kind of way. We must thank them and release them. And this way we clear everything from the past, future, in the here and now, in this moment. And let's continue on. And so as I combine this sermon for today, that's coming spontaneously through my heart. And let's breathe in as we do. Congregate into this heart space center and anchor. And breathe out. And again. And out. Feel the peace from within. Feel it with every breath. Trust into it, that you might breathe deeper. And the deeper you're able to breathe, the more you can ascend into the state of relief and release and become more receptive. Just like that. And so, quietly retract. As I continue reading here, these 2 pages, 744 and 745, and view at the thoughts, your own personal thoughts that race through your mind. Try to catch them, each and every one of them, before they come out in echoes into your world and reflect back to you in a reactionary mode. So we're doing this in a mindful way that would be in direct correlation to the ego mind and its actions that coerce the self to maleficence. Be the calm of certainty and light, the way on immaculate, incorruptible innocence. The imprints of thoughts and to find meaning from comparison is something that distorts creation and creator alike. In any given moment, similarities as well as differences will be the given interest. To disinterest with the, what is in it for me? What is in it for me, the self? What isn't it for thyself? What is in it for thyself? What is in it for me? Can the self relate to, resonate by not having had imprinted memory such as this, that it might program into groups for its identity to claim it? This, what is in it for me? These expectations. What is in it for the self? And does it include the shame and guilt from such anomaly, to expect judgment when seeking for approval, and that it may to fit in with its disclaimers? Take a nice deep breath in. And clear it with every breath. See, when we do this, this is our torque. This is our pillar of light every time we breathe. And we're in the middle of 2 worlds, the inner and the outer, with every breath in and every breath out. Call it, if you may, the tube torus. And our heart is so electrically magnetified that it splits into the higher heart and the lower heart. So, if you have picked up my book, you can further comprehend what I'm saying here. And so, as it is, so above and below, the higher mind shall open through the heart and up and onward. Let your heart be in the driver's seat, yes, but if you have not cleared it of all those imprints, those burdened down feelings, then you will, even through your dreams, when you go to rest at night, be haunted by them. All the things that you've been through, that your subconscious picks up, you will have to work through in your dream state, if not in your... See, that's the great thing about it. You can relive things and work through them, and then when you open your eyes the next day, you come out again a better day if you work through them properly. But we don't remember, do we? Unless we go into lucid REM sleep, where we have to wake up ourselves like we do with any car accidents or any head injuries, and we have to always wake up every 5 minutes or set an alarm. That's the only way, unless you get an emotional impact from a dream, then it wakes you up and then you remember, or you just feel. In any event, it takes a lot of spiritual inner work to get there, my friends. And if you think you can do it artificially with this AI intelligence, that it might be sentient enough, you can use it as your crutches, but eventually you're going to have to reach into the higher levels, that fifth dimensional reality, which is the higher fourth density level that these AIs cannot go into. That level to be one with God. This is biological. This is not genetically modified human in that sense. Anyway, respect. Respect all worlds, all realities, and work with them. And teach them the way of respect and walk with reverence. This is what we must do. This level of maturity we must all reach. And again, page 745. Take ownership and say these words out loud. I am the ruler of my universe, and that of boundless love am I. I am the ruler of my universe, and that of boundless love am I. I am the ruler of my universe, and that of boundless love am I. Imagination. Imagination is the only way to be, and from it, the guide of how the self will feel. From alongside the process toward manifesting, with its many reflections, and unlike with its creations to express, it cannot relate to take responsibility over and limit as to claim the resonance or dissonance for such a program. Objects are that of the self and in its fulfillment. Other subjects are to form disinterest and with its programs. In this, it can only form but situations to observe and must always remain unattached by them. Objects have less resistance because they are not susceptible to programs. Therefore, they can be attracted to the self much easier. Shame and guilt are these false feelings and distract into distortions from what can actually be that of self's true nature, to feel laughter and light-hearted fun. So, today, what is this resistance to light-hearted fun and engagement with others? What if others are having hang-ups and they do not wish to engage with you? Then so be it. Let them be. They've got other things that they must work through. They must work through. Perhaps they might be enslavement programs that they, have to, in their workship, to something that as a whole they create together to form communities and such. Everybody has their own tasks to do, and they don't wake up every morning and set an intention, hey man, this is what I want to do, and use the time as a marker and then feel grateful at the end of the day for all the achievements that have been accomplished. And even if one does not make a list. And so today, practice the art of feeling happy and worry-free from any guilt and shame. The purpose is to wipe clean the distorted feelings and that misguide the self from truly being anything but love and in harmony to its light and field thereof. Oh, so let's continue on to see you in the next episode, day 312, in continuation of pointer number 9, what is shame and guilt. And I will leave you with today this affirmation that you can always find, again, on YouTube, Patreon, that I'm still going to have to plug all these things in. YouTube for now, and Facebook, of course, and my Facebook group, The Sovereign Light Ministry. Why don't you join me if you will, if you want to, for further assistance. I also have, yes, TikTok for this particular sample that you can say over and over this affirmation. Let's begin. Oh, am the ruler of my universe, and that of boundless love am I. I am the ruler of my universe, and that of boundless love am I. I am the ruler of my universe, and that of boundless love am I.